So, I promised that I would talk politics. And believe me, I got a lot to say about equal representation, meaning who's sitting in those fancy buildings around town and who's not. So Latinos are about 20% of the U.S. population, right? But they're only 10% of Congress. Does that seem right to you? Nah-uh. Well, Congressman Richie Torres, a Puerto Rican representative from the Bronx, doesn't think so either. Congressman Torres has been fighting for the South Bronx since he was 25 years old, first as a New York City Council member.
I have made the decision to allocate $25,000 to establish a food pantry for employees who have felt the immediate impact of the government shutdown.
And then in the House of Representatives, winning New York's 15th congressional district at 32, becoming the first openly gay Afro-Latino representative in Congress. Richie!
Oh, John, how are you?
How's it going? How are you?
It's good to see you.
Good to see you.
I'm a huge fan.
Oh, big fan as well.
It's an honor to have you.
Thank you for having me. So exciting being here in the House.
There's never a dull moment in DC.
Oh, I bet. You must be exhausted.
Look, if someone had said to me a few years ago that I would become a member of Congress during a global pandemic and witness an insurrection against the U.S. Capitol and then vote to impeach an outgoing president, and all of that would happen within the first 2 weeks, like
That's crazy.
I can write a memoir.
Wow.
People like me don't normally make it to Congress. I'm just enormously grateful to give back to my home, the Bronx.
Right. Because what is exactly what you want to give back to the BX?
My passion is housing. So I spent almost all my life in the Bronx, in poverty. I was raised by a single mother who had to raise 3 of us on minimum wage, which in the 1990s was about $4.25 an hour. So I grew up in conditions of mold and mildew, leaks and lead, without consistent heat and hot water in the winter. And the mission of my life is to improve the living conditions in public housing.
Now, you ran an unconventional campaign.
I was an openly gay candidate running in the South Bronx, which has an element of social conservatism. So I won on the strength of door-to-door, face-to-face campaigning. I went into people's homes, I heard their stories.
It's so old-fashioned, so analog.
It's grassroots.
Yeah, but it's grassroots.
And people would tell me, in the 50 years I've been living in the South Bronx, I've never had a candidate for public office or a public official knock on my door. So it leaves a lasting impression that I'm going to come to your home and meet you face to face.
It takes a lot of hours and a lot of time.
But it's worth it.
And you felt energized by every conversation and every...
I'm an introvert.
Oh, you are?
But I found it energizing.
Yeah.
I found it energizing because you realize that places like the Bronx are full of unsung heroes.
I told you, didn't I say that? And he's verifying.
I think the voters of the South Bronx came to see me as the embodiment of their highest hopes and aspirations for their own children and grandchildren. And that connection is more powerful than any form of prejudice, including homophobia.
Thanksgiving. And I want to thank you for everything you're doing for the community.
The average net worth in Congress is more than $1 million. Historically, it's been a white male oligarchy.
Right.
I'm Afro-Latino. I don't have a net worth of $1 million. I don't even have a college degree.
Why you don't?
But what I bring to the table is the wisdom of lived experience. I know what it's like to struggle with poverty and inequality and food insecurity and housing insecurity. And so I feel like I bring something new to the United States Congress.
You're an anomaly in so many ways. I mean...
like in New York City, we have one of the largest Latino populations. Yes. And yet there's not a single Latino in the leadership of a New York City government.
So that means that there's never been a Latino in any of the top 3 citywide elected offices in a town that is, well, so Latino.
And a wise person once said, if you don't have a seat at the table, then you're probably on the menu.
Oh, snap.